I'm Sarah Gore, and this is Open House. We have a great show for you this week with some eye-catching abodes in both New York and LA. We explore how artist and designer Leyden Lewis brought a gallery-like aesthetic into his client's East Side home. Keith Baltimore celebrates his inner maximalist in his client's Upper West Side brownstone. We are checking out this unique home in a former firehouse with a New York original, Tony Award-winning choreographer and dancer George Faison. And we see how this designer embraced the challenging shape of this Bel Air home to make it truly unique. But first, we're with broker Aaron Kirman, the star of CNBC's new show, Listing Impossible, at this ultra-modern temple of Los Angeles luxury.
Every corner of this house is immaculately executed. I can't wait to show you around. Follow me.
Welcome to Open House. Today I'm coming to you from this palatial loft apartment in New York's Soho neighborhood. Beautifully renovated with clean lines and wide oak floors, light streams in through 18 oversized windows. With multiple seating areas and a streamlined kitchen, this home is perfect for some downtown entertaining or relaxing in its secluded and sexy master bedroom. So, think you know New York real estate? How much do you think the asking price is on this just under 4,000 square foot dream loft is? We'll reveal it at the end of the show, but in the meantime, shout out your guesses on the usual social media suspects at Open House TV. We are getting started in Beverly Hills with Aaron Kirman, star of CNBC's new show, Listing Impossible. This sleek, ultra-modern home is filled with large entertaining spaces that flow effortlessly into each other. Bespoke design details and an honest use of materials make the home feel unique and constantly surprising. I'll let Aaron show you the rest.
Hi, my name is Aaron. I have a show called Listing Impossible. On my show, we deal with houses that are problematic, that have issues, and that are not selling. You guys do have some nice things in this house, but this fish is definitely not one of them. This house, 527 Palm, is the exact opposite. Every corner of this house is immaculately executed. I can't wait to show you around. Follow me. So the first thing you notice when you walk in is how open this floor plan is. The floors are porcelain. You have beautiful white oak walls, which is actually one of my favorite features of this house. It just feels warm, it feels light, and very livable. This stairwell is unbelievable. It has so much light and glass. Not only does it have the stone, but it has these beautiful integrated lights that really make it feel very unique. What's great about the staircase is it can take you upstairs and to what is by far my favorite game room downstairs. But for now, let me show you the kitchen and den. This is the main spot to be for parties, because let's face it, everyone wants to be around the food, and there's no better place for food than this top-of-the-line kitchen. Boffy cabinets, Italian marble, Gaggenau appliances, and when you pull back the custom Fleetwood doors, it doubles the space immediately, and you have this beautiful backyard with an infinity edge pool, exterior dining, sitting areas. You even have an outdoor kitchen. And if you look up, you can see the stunning terrace attached to the master bedroom. Let's go up and take a look. This master is a beautiful, zen, sexy experience. With walls of glass overlooking the grounds, it has a huge deck, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this marble wall. Perfectly bookmarked, and it expands almost the whole length of the room. The bathroom is like a luxe spa with the finest of details. It really is one of the finest bathrooms in Beverly Hills. The master is all about zen, but when you're ready to stir it up and have some fun, it's all about the game room downstairs. The lower level is a fantastic space. It has a beautiful bar made with incredible marble and a stunning lighted wood wall behind it. And if you're a wine drinker, what better than to have your own wine cellar? And if you play pool, a great pool table. And it has what I believe is one of the most amazing live walls that I have ever seen. And on top of that, you have this beautiful sculptural piece of wood where you could sit outside and enjoy nature. Thank you guys so much for coming. Hope you enjoyed the tour. And unlike a lot of the houses you'll see on my show, this is an example of a home that was done right.
Be sure to check out Aaron and his team's adventures in real estate on Listing Impossible on CNBC. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we are in Bel Air to check out how this designer remade this chic, though uniquely shaped, mid-century inspired home. Welcome back to Open House. Now we're with Heidi Bonesteel, co-founder of the SoCal-based design firm Bonesteel Trout Hall. This home is set on 1.5 acres, and its unique shape was inspired by the stark geometric architecture of Frank Lloyd Wright. We join Heidi for a closer look.
Hi, my name is Heidi Bonesteel, and I am a principal designer with Bonesteel Trout Hall. Bel Air Terrace is situated on 1.5 acres of beautiful hexagonal site looking over the Pacific Ocean and up towards the Getty Museum. The design instantly starts outside with the no right angles rule. Everything is hexagonal shape. You'll see when you walk inside that the house itself is hexagonal, and it's wrapped around a hexagonal shaped pool and patio area. This house was so much fun to design. I can't wait to show you what we have in store for you. Follow me. This room is so tactile. The sheepskin rugs over these leather chairs and the extra thick Moroccan rugs are wonderful to touch and feel. Again, this room is odd shaped, so we did a sofa that is not any normal shape you would ever see. The hand-carved coffee table is something, again, to add some texture and some feeling to this room. The color palette is 1970s. We've made smaller little seating areas all within the same room. One of the most interesting talking points is this 10-foot wide brutalist frieze that Robbie Krieger from The Doors commissioned for the band. It's clay tiles, and as you get closer, you'll actually see each member carved into the clay tiles. One of the best features in this kitchen is the beautiful clear walnut cabinetry. It's book-matched walnut, and there's no hardware on the upper cabinets, but on the lower cabinets we have a very sleek black pull. This family loves to cook and loves to entertain. So we did this beautiful leathered marble, which is a little bit easier for staining, and then kept the walnut material on the outside where you're going to have your dinner or lunch. Having dinner at a walnut bar top is a lot better than having dinner at a really super hard cold stone surface. The living room is another area where we really took our cue from the different shapes in this house. We took the feature wall and complemented it with this great Minotti sofa. The feature wall itself is like origami, so the palette on the sofa is a little bit more natural and neutral, again, just to complement the shapes on this wall. The other shapes in this room is this repeating pattern in the ceiling. And taking advantage of the shape of the room, we have this double-sided sofa from Minotti where you can watch TV looking one way or look out at your view of the pool facing the other way. Another feature of this space is the natural light that comes through the skylights above you. The light that pours in is really relaxing any time of the year. So as you can see, this home has so many great different angles and shapes, including this pool, which I might enjoy myself if you guys don't mind showing yourselves out. Thank you so much for coming. Take care.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we are exploring a beautiful old firehouse/theater/home with the dancer and choreographer who just happens to be a Tony winner. You are not going to want to miss this. We'll see you in just a few. You're watching Open House. Now we're in New York's West Harlem neighborhood at one of the more unique homes we have ever profiled on this show. It's called the Faison Firehouse Theater, and it's a nearly 30-foot wide former firehouse built in the Bel Aire style in 1909. Today it serves as a theater, creative hub, and home of owner and artistic director George Faison, a Tony Award-winning dancer and choreographer. Take a look.
My name is George Faison. Welcome to Harlem. And welcome to my home, the Faison Firehouse Theater. I have danced all of my life, and as I've journeyed through this life, I've become a writer, a director, and a producer. 20 years ago, we bought this decommissioned firehouse and turned it into a space, an outlet for all of that energy that bubbles here in Harlem. And I wanted to pass that off to the children and show them that all the world is a stage. And this was my playground. When you walk into the lobby, I wanted you to feel an expanse. So we made that a 2-story level. And then through the front doors, you come into a theater that seats 100 people and a stage that is 22 by 30. And it's also raked like in the European style. It gives the audience and the dancer a feeling of limitless space. In the last 20 years, we've produced over 100 productions. We've had everything that you can imagine on the stage. Go upstairs and you'll find the mezzanine, and it's as raucous as the Apollo. And across from there is what I call the torture chamber. It's a room where you work on getting it right. As you move on up, you will go to the salon. And in this environment, it evokes another time, another era, very much like the Harlem Renaissance and how they may have gathered elegantly. I mean, you know, you may have on jeans, but you feel elegant. And we've had a lot of raucous parties singing around that piano that stands there, and a lot of great performances. In the parlor, you will see a magnificent stained glass that I was able to salvage from the Riviera Theater down on Broadway, along with the African mask that I was able to display. Moving on up, you'll find the balcony with a sculpted banister where you can have a Juliet moment, or maybe you would prefer Evita, or gaze down on the floor where they're dancing below. Thanks for coming and allowing me to share the great gifts that I've been given. So many people have come through these doors, have walked these streets, have been on these stages, who've lived, loved, and worked hard. Harlem is the place of myth, magic, and music. And I've been so incredibly lucky to have been one of the creators of that legend. So this little black boy from DC came to town, conquered the town, loved the town, and now it's time for somebody else to come to the firehouse and create their dream, create their magic, create their memory.
Coming up right after the break, what happens when you use pink as a neutral? See the result in this maximalist brownstone on New York's Upper West Side. Oh, and if you're still curious about the price of this Soho loft in New York that I happen to be standing in right now, you know, with almost 4,000 square feet filled with natural light, we'll let you know at the end of the show, but all guesses are welcome on social media. You're watching Open House. Now we're on the Upper West Side with friend of the show, designer Keith Baltimore. Keith brought a maximalist eye to his client's brownstone, painting the original details like the walls, moldings, millwork, and fireplaces a subtle pink hue. Add wallpaper, distinct window treatments, and dramatic lighting, and you've got a home that truly surprises at every turn. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Keith Baltimore, principal of Baltimore Design here in New York. Welcome to the Upper West Side. This project was a total gut renovation. Being a 20-foot wide Richardson Romanesque building, it had some amazing potential. A modern architecture concept is to come from a small space into a big space. The idea of coming from a small foyer into this open space makes it that much more dramatic. I wanted the kitchen to be reminiscent of France or a traveled European city. The concept of using a strie in two directions give it this kind of traveled vibe. Atop the mantle of the stove, I placed a clock reminiscent of the d'Orsay in Paris. In keeping with the Parisian vibe, I used beveled cut mirror, antiqued, on the backsplash of the stove. In shopping with my client, we found this fantastic pink onyx that matched the wall color almost identically. Below the onyx, I added 3 lucite bar stools, making it the epitome of new traditional. Surprise is a key word and a design element of this family room. The soft, pale, beachy vibe that happens here is conveyed through fabric and window treatments and the peach molding. So in a sea full of geometry, the idea of breaking that line and going more organic is a very strong design element. So when I'm designing a bar, I hate looking at liquor bottles. One of my signatures is to drop the liquor down into a trough so that I no longer have to see all of those bottles. I'm so glad I had an opportunity to show you this fabulous townhouse on the Upper West Side. Remember, design is about taking risks and having fun. I hope you could see how my client and I had a really good time doing this. Good to see you.
Don't go anywhere. Here is a sneak peek at what's ahead right here on Open House.
What if we took concepts of gallery spaces in Soho and Chelsea and integrated into a high-rise building on the Upper East Side?
Welcome back to Open House. Now we're with artist and designer Leyden Lewis on the east side of Manhattan near the UN. Leyden used his client's vast art collection as his inspiration and created a minimalist aesthetic of an art gallery with an easy flow between spaces. See for yourself.
Hello, I'm Leyden, and I am the owner of Leyden Lewis Design Studio in Interior and Architectural Design. Welcome to my Midtown East project. This apartment had not been renovated for 30 years. I initially thought, what if we completely took concepts of gallery spaces in Soho and Chelsea and brought it uptown and integrated into a high-rise building on the Upper East Side? I'd love to show you what I've done. The living room was really a place where the owners could come, share an intimate moment, and enjoy their beautiful art collection. The quality of the interior design here is not like normally putting together what is a conventional scheme. The decor is predicted by the items that they've collected and accumulated over time. So this sofa is a sculptural piece. You can see that we have the blade table with 3 levels by Pierre Chirot. We have the joyful yellow chair by Charles Ray Eames. The coffee table and actually a pedestal for one of their significant pieces of sculpture happen to be these African-inspired solid oak sculptural stools. We wanted the lighting to be seamless with the architecture, so it's completely integrated and semi-recessed into the ceiling for a very clean line look. As an interior designer, I really pride myself on working with my clients collaboratively. Introducing museum quality pieces of art into the residences and the spaces that I design, it's really, really inspiring. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen here.
Well, we promised we'd reveal the price of this Soho loft. Any final guesses? Well, here it is. Were you close? Let us know on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at Open House TV. Thanks for watching. Like what you see on the show? Well, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have so many more beautiful homes to share. It's all about love. Share these homes, you know?